students, welcome to today's session. This is Shweta Roy, your English maths teacher at Vedantu, and today we are going to start with a wonderful poem, very deep, thought-provoking poem, the Ball poem from your CBSE Class 10 book. I'm sure you would enjoy reading the poem along with me and understanding the deeper meaning of the poem, and also inculcate the lesson, which the poet is trying to convey through this immensely heart-touching poem. So let us, without further ado, begin with the session. So this amazing poem, this beautiful poem, heart-touching poem, is written by uh, the poet John Berryman. The Ball poem. So first of all, uh, I would like to ask you a very simple question. What can you understand, or what are the words that strike in your mind when you read the title and when you read the ball? Do you associate the ball with the plaything of a child? Do you associate it with your own memory, childhood memory? When you were a child, you used to play with ball? Do you still play with ball? Do let me know in the chat box below right now. Now we will be moving ahead with this session. Before moving ahead, I would just like to talk about the poet who has written this beautiful poem, very heart-touching poem with a very deep meaning for all of us. So, John Berryman was an American poet and scholar. He was a major figure in the American poetry in the second half of the 20th century. So basically, he's a modern poet, and he's considered a key figure in the confessional school of poetry. And his best known work is the Dream Songs. So I would like to I would like you all to just do a little bit of research on this confessional school of poetry. Okay, this is something new. So please do a little bit of homework and find out what exactly is Confessional School of Poetry, and do comment your answers in the comment section. I would take up this question in the next session and let you know what exactly I mean by Confessional School of Poetry, and let's see what you find out. Okay. So now let us start off with the poem and keep the poem along with you so that it is easier for you to relate. So we will begin the poem with a beautiful quote. In each loss, there is a gain. As in every gain, there is a loss. And with each ending comes a new beginning. Now think about it. And do let me know right now in the in the chat box, have you ever experienced any loss in your life? Any loss, right? So it could be associated with any human being, or it could be associated with any materialistic object, anything. So do let me know in the comment section, in the chat box right now. Did you ever face any loss? If yes, what was the kind of feeling that you had after experiencing the loss? Do let me know right now. And we would move to this proverb, which is a Buddhist proverb, or the quote, which says that in each loss there is a gain. So if you have experienced some loss, do you think that you had gained something out of that loss? As in every gain, there is a loss. And if you have gained something, do you agree with the fact that for every gain there is also a loss? And with each ending comes a new beginning. So do let me know how far you agree with this quote and how far can you relate with this quote. How far you can relate any incident of your life with this quote, right? So moving ahead, today we are going to have an analysis of the poem, and we will be dealing with the poetic devices as well. So yes, the next session is going to talk about the important question and answers of the poem, right? So before moving ahead, I would like to make a wonderful announcement to all of you guys. So KBC 2020 is round the corner. All of you know about it, right? And in this season, Vedantu, right? Vedantu, being a student-centric platform, is proud to announce that it is its learning partner, right? So you can not only showcase your talent, but also get this amazing opportunity and a lifetime opportunity to meet Mr. Amitabh Bachchan. So all you have to do is download the Vedantu app from the Play Store and keep playing the week quiz. What till when to when? From 5th October to 18th October, right? And for more details, do visit the Vedantu app, right? Download the Vedantu app right now, and you will get all the details related to registration and other relevant details. So, what are you waiting for, guys? Quickly, 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 do download the Vedantu app and get the chance to meet the lifetime opportunity to meet Amitabh Bachchan. So I know all of you are excited, right? Okay, so with this exciting announcement, let it subside, and now we will be moving ahead with the poem. We will be starting with the poem. So the poet is talking about a little boy who has lost his ball. Now, ball, as I from the beginning of the session, I have been telling you, where did the pen go? Okay, okay. So what exactly do you associate the ball with? So here, the ball is having not only it does not just mean the physical ball that we can see, it has metaphorical meaning as well. And we will go into the deeper nuances of this poem as well. So I will talk about the metaphorical as well as the, um, on the surface meaning. So please stay tuned and please understand, right? Okay. Now, how did he lose the ball? He was playing with his ball and the ball skipped from his hand and went into the nearby water body. So, I'm right now telling you just the physical meaning of the poem, that is on the surface meaning of the poem. And then, after you understand what exactly the poem is trying to tell you, we will go into the deeper meaning, deeper layer. Okay, we'll be exploring the deeper layer, right? Okay, so the poet says that the sight of the boy losing his favorite ball started to make him think about the boy and his reaction to the ball. So, from the very beginning of the poem, the poet is focusing on the reaction of the boy after he had lost his ball. Now his ball is something which was very close to him, and now he has lost it. So as I told you, do tell me in the comments in the chat box if you have lost something which is very close to you, which was very close to you, which had been very close to you. What kind of feeling did you have, right? If you have ever experienced loss in your life. He further says that the boy was helplessly looking into the water. So he was desperate to get that ball back because he was very closely associated with that ball. And he wanted to know where the ball had gone. He was sad and he was trembling with fear, and his eyes were desperate, searching for the ball. He got so immersed in his sorrow that he kept standing near the harbor for a very long time and kept on looking for his ball. Right? So now we will see what happened next. Did he finally was he able to get his ball, get back his lost ball, or what did he do? If not, if he could not get back his lost ball, then what happened to him and what did he do next? This is something which we will come to know after this short break. And in this short break, I'm going to talk about something very important for all of you. So those of you who haven't yet subscribed to Vedantu, guys, this is the opportunity for all of you to subscribe to it, because we have actually conducted a survey and we have come across so many problems that the students usually face. The first being doubts. So doubts, until and unless your doubt is solved, and you have so many doubts and you do not have proper channel to get your doubts solved. So until and unless your doubts become solved, you would not be able to understand the concept clearly, and you will have your doubts will be keeping, I mean, it will be piled up. It will keep piling up one after another, and until and unless it is solved, you will see that you do not have the confidence in facing your exam. So that becomes a major problem and a major hurdle when it comes to your not only exam but also for your future, because 9th and 10th, this is the base, right? And you need to prepare your base you need to make your base very strong, so that, because this is the foundation upon which the entire future is going to rest, right? So please be very careful and select everything wisely. So doubts, very very important. Notes, again, you do not have proper notes. Tests and assignments also, you lag behind because of the doubts not being clarified, unavailability of notes. These are the things that keep you back, that keep you, these are acting as hurdles in your life. Competitive exams, choice of schedule, choice of language, these are the other major issues that you usually face. So, with our platform, guys, we have solved all your problems. Doubts, we have for the doubt solution of all your doubts. We have the entire team of class teachers who are going to teach, who are going to take care of your doubts. And we also do have the master teachers who are also at the same time take care of your doubts. So, your doubts would be solved live in class instantaneously. Isn't that amazing, guys? So long you were struggling with your doubts, and now you have all your doubts solved. You will have all your doubts solved in our platform with the help of our amazing class teachers and master teachers. Notes after each and every session, you had been struggling with notes as well. So don't worry, after each and every session, you will be getting notes and assignments so that your studies are absolutely going in a structured manner. Tests also, we conduct monthly tests and give you the performance report so that you make an analysis where exactly you are standing. Competitive exams, we also take care of competitive exams and various Olympiads, and all this within your stipulated time period and your convenient language. Plus, we have some amazing bonus features like the micro courses, which is going to cover your chapter wise courses, right? So chapter wise, let's say if you get stuck on any particular chapter and you want a revision in that particular chapter in order to clear your concept and move, so that gap is really being fulfilled by our micro courses, which is again live, and you are getting this amazing opportunity to interact with our teachers and get your problem solved and get an entire revision of your chapter, right, with the help of this micro course. And crash courses do make your preparation complete, right, and revision complete. So revision being a very important part, and if you do not revise properly, then that becomes a hurdle again in attaining your uh, in your board exams, right? So, in order to have the full confidence, a proper revision, good guidance is extremely important. And yes, the balancing between all the six subjects, that is again a very important factor when it comes to your exam. So, yes, we provide all the six subjects: English, social science, maths, chemistry, biology, physics. All the six subjects are taken care of by us. And yes, we do have personalized attention. We do give you personalized attention, which is not always possible in YouTube. So what you need to do is just visit the link in the description box and the pinned comment. It's there in the description box. Quickly visit the link, and then you will be having avenues. Choose your grade, choose your board, check out the details, and if you're satisfied with all the details that I have told you, tally with that, and then finally, when after being satisfied, just click on get subscription. You have three types of subscription: 1 month, 3 months, and 6 months. Preferable according to me would be the 6 month subscription, because you pay, if you look at the price here, and if you calculate the price for each month, it would, calculate that, it would be more than what you pay in total for 6 months. And 6 months duration is a standard duration which you will require for your education to be complete in a structured manner, with all the revision papers, with all the courses, with all the live classes, right? So we do have 50 plus courses, and we do have 200 plus mock test papers. And so yes, of course, this is very important. So I would recommend you to get this 6 months wala subscription, all right, and do apply the coupon code SWREPRO, which is going to give you 20% discount, guys. So yes, after applying the coupon code, you can see this will be the price. Otherwise, you have to pay this. So you do not want to pay this, right? You want to pay the 20% discount wala price. So do apply the coupon code. What is the coupon code? SWREPRO. So do not forget to apply this coupon code. Moving ahead and resuming our poem, now the poet says that he could console him that he may get newborns. But so now again, I would ask you a simple question. Let's say if you lose something, which was very dear to you. Do you think? Okay, let's replace ourselves. Let's try and empathize with the boy. You know that the boy was very closely attached to his ball, right? And it was lost. Now, do you think getting a new ball would be sufficient for him? Do you think he could relate to that, to the other ball, the new ball, the same way he had been relating to the ball that he had lost? Do tell me in the chat box right now. So, what does the poem say? What does the poet say? The poet stops himself from giving the boy another ball or money to buy another ball, because he thinks that money is external. It can buy another ball, but here, as I told you, that ball is just not the materialistic ball for the boy. The ball is something with which he was so closely attached. That means we have to emphasize on the emotional connect. For us, it could be a materialistic ball, but think about the situation of the boy. The boy had been very closely attached to the ball, and all his childhood memories were, associated with that particular ball which he had lost, right? So that ball is irreplaceable for him. You cannot replace that particular ball, because that is not materialistic. That has emotional worth, that has emotional attachment, which the next ball, the new ball, would not be, it would not bring. Okay, so that is very, very important. So the memories and the feelings attached to the ball can never be brought back by just buying another ball with the help of the money, right? So money is external. You can buy something external or materialistic, but not the emotions and not the attachment and not the emotional connect. So that ball is irreplaceable. That loss he has to bear. That is the only option. Question for you now. Why does the poet say no use to say, oh, there are other balls? So what does the this other ball mean? And why does the poet say, oh, there are other balls? Why does the poet say no use of saying there are other balls? Please do let me know in the chat box right now. Let me see what do you think about this. Alright, proceeding further, let me explain this. He says, now that time has come for the boy to learn his responsibility. So now I will be entering into the metaphorical layer. So far, we were just revolving around the outer layer, right? Now we will be delving deeper into the inner layer of the poem, where we will be talking about the metaphorical meaning. So now, ball becomes becomes the symbol of, it can be the symbol of anything which is very close to us, close to our heart. So near and dear objects or relation. Okay, so any object which is very close to our heart, or anybody, it could be anybody or any person who is very close to our heart and whom we have lost, right? So when, as I told you, as I asked you in the beginning of the poem itself, what do you feel? If you have had this experience, then what did you feel? Or if you think that you would have this experience further, what would you feel? So the poet says that the boy will now learn the toughest lesson of this life. What is that? To accept the loss, right? So accepting the loss is accepting the harsh realities of life, that we will lose something. We have to go through this process of losing things. It could be something which is close to our heart, or it could be our loved people, right? People with whom we are so closely concerned. We could also lose him or her. So there is absolutely no replacement of the lost item or the lost people, right? We need to bear with that loss, and that is the responsibility that the boy is experiencing. He has to experience. So now this loss is not just it's not just revolving around the ball, and he is at the same time losing his childhood, because all his childhood memories are associated with the ball which he has lost. Not only that, with that he has also lost his innocence. He is no more innocent, because he has experienced the pain of losing something very dear to him, and with that he has gained experience. So as I began with the quote, there is a loss in every gain and a gain in every loss. So here is what I meant. When the boy is losing the ball, he is at the same time gaining what? Gaining something. What is that? The experience of losing something and the experience of the feeling that he has when he loses something which is very near to him. Alright, so loss and gain therefore becomes inevitable, a part and parcel of our life, and the two sides of the same coin. When we lose something, we at the same time also gain something else. In the case of the boy, he gains the experience, and we, in case of us, when we lose something, when we suppose lose a person whom we were with whom to whom we were closely attached, we also get the experience of bearing that loss, and we need to move ahead in life. The more we experience, the more we experience the loss, the stronger we become. We gain the strength, and when we will encounter the next loss, we will have the experience of the previous loss which has made us stronger, right? So that is very important. We are gaining the strength of bearing the experience, bearing the loss. That is very important, because loss is important. Loss is inevitable. We cannot stop that, right? So question for you, what does the boy understand? So long, whatever I have explained, that is going to be the answer to this question. So do let me know in the chat box right now, what does the boy understand? Very, very, very important. So when you are basically talking about what does the boy understand, you also have to talk about our life situation, right? And only then you will be creating an answer which is unique, which is different from the rest. Because most of the students would just limit their answer to writing the experience of the boy or the understanding of the boy, right? But what you need to do is, you need to relate the boy with human life, right? With the lesson that we learn. So that is going to complete your answer and at the same time make your answer unique. Moving ahead, yes, and yes, before that, before ending the poem, this is very important, is the lesson that he gets. The first responsibility. He learns his first responsibility, and the lesson that he gets is, we need to move ahead. We need to move ahead in life. No matter what, life must go on. We cannot think about, keep thinking about what we have lost and be disheartened, right? Because we need to gather the strength and move ahead in life and accept the harsh reality of the fact that things lose. We lose things, but we cannot stop there. We need to move forward because life has to go on. That is the lesson that we got from this wonderful and heart-touching poem. So with the beautiful symbol, with the symbol of a just simple ball, see how beautifully the poet has explained a very powerful message in our life, right? Okay, so now we will be having the critical analysis of the poem, where I would be just summing up the entire poem in in a gist, right? So this could be interpreted both literally and metaphorically. As I told you, I have explained both the layers. If it taken literally, it is a soulful picture of little boys growing up. There should be an apostrophe, and learning to deal with the loss for the first time, right? So dealing with the loss for the first time. So before this, he never had this experience. So that is why he was a child, right? He was innocent. But the moment he has the experience of losing something, he also loses his innocence and he becomes experienced. So he loses innocence, but at the same time, he gains experience. So loss and gain, same sides of the coin, two sides of the same coin, right? If taken metaphorically, it is the story of mankind learning to deal with the loss of the loved ones. Very, very, very important point that you should never miss in your answers. The bowl is a metaphor for everything that we think is irreplaceable in our lives. Again, a very important point that you should never, never, never miss in all your answers. Whenever the question is asked, any question is asked, do give both the meanings, the literal level as well as the metaphorical level, to make your answer complete and to make your answer unique and stand out from the rest. It is obvious that anything is irreplaceable, is valuable to us, and it is our responsibility to take care of those things. People taking away one's ball or one's ball getting lost is a metaphor for death. Very, very, very important. One's ball getting lost, ball becomes a symbol of, as I told you, something valuable, something that we love, and somebody taking away that, taking away one's ball getting lost, that is a metaphor for death. That is very important. What is most precious for us is a person that we love dearly. Hence, we always try to take care of them. But sooner or later, it is a known fact that every man must die, for man is a mortal being. There is nothing that we will lose, be it a person, be it a thing, we will lose that person no matter how much we take care, no matter what we do, we cannot bring him back, we cannot bring that person or that thing which is close to us back. There is nothing absolutely. So the boy was desperate, the boy was helpless, right? Similarly, we human beings are also helpless when it comes to losing our loved ones. We cannot do anything to stop this process. Loss of a loved one can spell a period of intense grief and depression for some of us. Yes, it will. When we lose someone, when we lose our near and dear ones, we do go through a tough time. We do be sad. We do, we are overtaken by grief. But we need to come out of that and accept this as a part and parcel of life. The sooner we accept this fact, the better it is for us. The more strength we gain, and the stronger we become. So the poet's message is that life goes on despite the loss of our beloved, right? So we should stop clinging to something that is, that cannot be replaced. We need to let go. So letting go is very, very, very important, and that is the message that beautifully the poet has explained throughout this amazing poem. And I hope this is a lesson for all of us. So whenever we feel sad, we should remember this poem and we should accept the harsh realities of our life. Acceptance is very important. Alright guys? So you can take the help of this vocabulary part for understanding any new word, right? And let's talk about the poetic devices now. First poetic device is apostrophe. What is apostrophe? Apostrophe is basically see here, when the poet says balls will be lost always, little boy, he is not addressing the audience. He diverts from the audience. He diverts his attention from the audience, and he is addressing the little boy, right? So that is an apostrophe, right? Transferred epithet, desperate eyes. The eyes are not desperate, the boy is desperate. What is transferred epithet? When the epithet means an adjective. So when the adjective desperate is transferred from the boy to the eyes, that becomes a transferred epithet. Alright? Metaphor. All his young days into the harbor where his ball went. Here the poet uses metaphor. Metaphor is implicit comparison, where the comparison is implied. That means indirect. So what is the comparison here? Young days are compared with the ball. So the boy is losing his young days, his childhood days, and he is also losing the ball. So both of them are compared, and without the use of keywords like, such as, like, or as. So therefore it is a metaphor. And this poem does not follow any particular rhyme scheme. It is written in a free verse style. So that was all guys for the session. I hope you enjoyed it. This is the homework question that I want all of you to comment in the comment section. Why is it important for everyone to experience loss and to stand up after it? Do mention the answer in the homework question in the comment section. I'm waiting for your lovely answers, to read your wonderful answers that you are going to write in the comment section. And we will be ending with another beautiful quote. Treat gain and loss the same. Don't be intimidated. Don't make a big deal of anything. Just accept things as they come to you. This is what we have learned throughout this poem in a nutshell. So thank you so much for being patient listeners. And yes, do visit the link in the description box and the pinned comment. These would be the options that you are going to get. So yes, choose your board 10th CBSE and check out the details. Click on get subscription. Do subscribe. You have 3 types of subscription. Again, it has been kept very flexible for you all. So do not forget to use the coupon code SWREPRO, that is going to give you 20% discount. Thank you so much for watching. Take care and do apply the lessons in your life as well. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye. See you in the next session.